The following is a paramedic student interview regarding PrepSim's online clinical study and practice tool. PrepSim enables students to repetitively review and rehearse EKG monitoring and recognition all in one easy-to-access location.
Learning the rhythms and getting them down to where you can recognize them within like 30 seconds or so.
You have to take it slow. You have to, look at every single little detail in order to figure out what that EKG, looks like, is reading.
When you start to look at what the heart does, how it does it, and recognizing when what it does is about to change, that's one of the hardest parts.
First of all, to understand EKG monitoring, the strips or whatever, you have to know the actual anatomy and physiology of the heart. And so until you can have a good understanding of the heart and its functions, it's going to be probably confusing.
Flashcards, PowerPoint.
Dealing with the small class, it's we kind of use each other in configuring, what the EKG is reading and stuff like that.
My instructor uses a lot of what we call 6-second strips, and those are really one of the best tools that we have at the moment.
And they continuously go over so that there's no way we cannot understand how the heart works. And then we have practices that we do. And then when we're practicing, we actually will break down the complex and say, okay, this is the P wave, this is the PR interval, etc., etc.
There really isn't a huge plethora of tools out there for EKG stuff, so we really rely on those 6-second strips out of the field to be able to see what a real patient's rhythm looks like that's not manufactured.
I get as many strips as I can. I go online.
A lot of times when I have my free time, I'm just constantly going over EKG rhythms, whether they're, computer generated, whether they're, real life patients.
I just go online and find different websites to go to and practice with different websites. My flashcards that I have.
If you're out there in the field and you have a patient in front of you and you're presented with a certain rhythm, that's all you have to go on is your details and your rules that you learned, and you pertain that to the real life situation. So I'd say just constant repeating and going over things.
The best technique I've found is repetition. We just find these strips, the 6-second strips. Also in the field, being in the field in a clinical setting with these real people and real strips.
Just field experience and flashcards and websites. Repetitiveness is the key of recognition.
Again, it's just recognizing everything and practicing.